It is so interesting to me. I mean, number one, I think people assume that porn is just a male issue, but I think it's just that men are more comfortable talking about porn with each other. I remember being at college, and I had like a core group of guy friends. They would put on porn in the living room. Just watch all together, like a friggin' football game. It's like dude stuff. With women, it's like almost shameful. Let's do this! I think a lot of the feminists, feel like, it shouldn't be this way, we need to be sexy, positive, whatever. I'm actually more in favor of it being something that you're ashamed of in a way, just because it is not healthy for you. I'm not saying be ashamed of all your behavior, but you're feeling that shame for some reason. The point is, it's a lot of shame for women, but women do watch it. The numbers are skyrocketing. It's crazy. But the impact socially physically is crazy.
You might never see daylight again. Might as well tell each other or need to start.
I'm back. Sweet. Doing great! What's this? I'm taking you down! Making progress! That's a good start! Found it! Be careful! You back down! It's angry! It's coming for you! Sweet. Back to the village.
What would you like to do? Until next time.
Let's do this! Doing great!
did that.
You do what I say now. How do you like that?
Nice mountain.
Impressive. Just you wait.
You listen to me now. Bye.
That's one for the history
Show
books.
him.
The monster's looking at
After you. Yoink.
Hold still.
I'll end this.
That takes care of that.
Why are you getting
no
your
mercy.
Sorry. You're not mad, are you?
Thanks, mine. Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to try something. You
Yeah.
tell me whether it's better or worse. Okay. Is it less? Or just the same? I'm trying to turn down my microphone. Can you still hear me? Because I turned down my microphone. I think that's my microphone. Yeah, it is. How's that? Better? And can you hear me? Nobody can hear me anymore. So nobody's answering? So, anybody say it's any better? Or could be your equipment of it. Yes, equipment is to play. You know, the earphones have to be near the mic. I don't know how to get the equipment. I'm gonna put Lila on the phone. I don't think that's working either. I don't know. I can pop back from one cast. Oh, no. It's, you can still hear me, but am I really quiet now, like you can hardly hear me? Or am I loud enough and clear? Sometimes you get this, I want the voices to be the same
That's
level.
one.
So that nobody's like annoyed. Like one is like, it's like, hey, Pat, and the other's like, yes.
Sweet.
And so you're straight.
Coming for you. Have a taste of this. Hope you've got insurance.
This isn't good.
Prepare for a world apart! I'm gonna get you! You got away!
I'm out of here!
The thing is, you can't, if you're looking at a case, you have to look at the possibility that she was abducted, because there's only, so that's one of the major reasons children disappear. So you have to look at it, but then you have to look for the evidence that she was abducted, along with the possible motive. But even if you put the motive aside, you know, and you say, okay, at this point, we don't have any evidence of what the motive would be. If we don't, then we have to figure out how the person actually abducted her. Was there some evidence of the kind that shows us that this happened? And that's then they ran into the problem of there wasn't. So then you have to say the child was abducted, but we have no evidence thereof. But we're going to assume it anyway. Okay, so why would we? I mean, this thing has a screaming alarm bell for people to follow. It's ridiculous. Well, the thing is, if you, again, when I try to help understand how the police would work on this, what I would say, you want to do what I would call due diligence. So if you're doing an investigation, the thing you don't want to do is absolutely not look at something because you don't think so. So, I mean, I don't think it was alien, so I'm going to say I won't look there. But, okay, so I might have this theory, right? And then I would say, there is, you know, children are, the other theory is that she could have been abducted. There's no evidence of that. However, on the possibility that for some reason, there was a way to abduct this child without leaving evidence, we should at least pursue some basic investigative avenues to look at that, because we don't want to find out later we were wrong and never even bother. So you want to so do the good job of that. On the other hand, which certain people don't want to happen. On one hand, if you're willing to look at an abduction that there's no evidence of, you should also be willing to look at the parents, which is more evidence. But also, why would you say you can only look at an abduction theory which doesn't have any evidence, but you shouldn't look where the evidence is? That becomes an issue of something's wrong with what's going on. But anyway, I totally agree.
Time to get elbow deep!
Nothing personal.
Chihuahua took it. We should investigate all. That is absolutely true. Because one of the questions I've had with this case is that
Mission complete!
just might have been them. Not, but, they did know, at least checked out the
Getting enough food? Take care of yourself.
I've got some great bargains. What are you looking for? Come back anytime.
And then here it goes off between the souls. Then they have to go move the body later. You don't want stray dogs running around with arms and legs in their mouth or daggers swooping around the soul. I like your So let's look at this cat. Bear with me. I am actually headed. So in order to do that, and the parents, if they do that, they gotta know they're never going to have a place to visit their daughter. The daughter's going to be gone forever. If they move her, if she's controlled, they have to move her again. This is enormous worry, psychological pressure. How do you steal a cupcake with water?
How are you doing? Are you foraging or upgrading?
I don't know that I've ever, what do I want to say? Get to that depth of the level of emotion.
Haste makes waste. Take all the time you need.
What you're pointing out is really, really good because you're very, very correct that one of the issues about, like, for example, serial killers, it's easy to abduct somebody because all you have to do is look around and make sure nobody sees you. But the problem with dumping the body is that you got a body with you. You're carrying it the whole time the body with you.
No problem.
You think you're going to stop at the food, something's going to go wrong while you're burying the body. A teenager will pop out from behind the bush and go get the food. What are you doing, buddy?
What do you need?
Anything can happen. A girl can run
Are you foraging or upgrading?
walking a dog. So you have to make sure that you are comfortable with where you're going with the body and where you're going to bury it. But that is correct. That has to be the most stressful time for anybody. And if you're in a foreign country, don't know the layout very well, and you're under huge pressure, and everybody's looking around. Everybody's looking around. You got a problem. You have a problem. And so I think the problem is always
Some hunters literally take hours. I'm used to waiting. Right, let's get cracking.
that the evidence seems to point to the McCanns and the blood scans, whatever, the black and the dogs, and what could have happened there. But then you're correct. It's always been a little difficult to figure out what
No problem.
happened to that. If A happened, how did they manage to do B and C? Which is what you're saying. A, okay, but B and C, very, very different. So I think that's a great point you make about the stress factor. That is really good. Well explained.
Take good care of your gear.
Really good. Okay, now go. So in my mind, these two are motivated beyond just my daughter. I'm not a doctor yet, but if I was going to do this, I'm not a doctor yet, if I never am. What I would do, you can correct me, you doctors, you know about what happens to bodies before and after death. So let's say they go out to eat a day, they come back and take that traditional procedure, whatever time it's out. Instead of going through this enormously stressful and to try to come up with a good excuse for walking around with your dead daughter's body in your arms, like not even found, this is stress beyond my imagination. Risky. A lot of times that's what's motivating them. So I look at that and I think that there's something else has to be motivating these people. If I were these parents, what I would do is leave them on and say, hey, let's go to bed. We're going to wake up in the morning, call 911. The little girl is behind the couch, positional appreciation, or still. We don't know what happened. She was fine, we all went to bed. Now, I know, and I can remember when I was 30. I can remember my first hotel stay in the I got up and I went through the hotel room, ran out the door, not a hotel, not a hotel, just a parking lot. Just wondering about it. Oh, this was so exciting. Kids love to explore. lights over the couch, and heard something falling, and as far as fear of some sedative being found in her system, 6 months after that event I just described, I went into my grandmother's purse and I ate her heart medication because they were really
You were ordering it.
they were M&M's, Paul. So it's perfectly believable that she could have gotten to the fentanyl, I don't know what it was. Have a little bit on the table, falling behind the couch. She's fine when we went to bed. Of course, they're going to do a time of death, temperature in the liver, this. Wait a second. I think that they say, well, it was between 8 and 10 hours ago. No, it's between 10 hours. 8 hours, there was a restaurant. 10 hours, no, other way around. 10 hours, they can do a restaurant. 8 hours, went to bed. I don't know what happened. He went to bed. Of course, they're in tears. I do believe they loved their little girl and that they were sincerely just huge. They were mourning her loss, sincerely. And it would be perfectly believable if she got up and fell behind the couch and I didn't think, oh, it's correct. She needs your help, please.
Let me think 1 second. I like the point you made about the fact that if she fell behind the wall, and let's say, I can't remember this. I personally can't remember the details of the exact time. So when Sherry went, when the first time she was traveling with 8, 9, somewhere around there.
I forget.
Yeah, so whenever she went, supposedly, she was now outside. And
1 second, bro.
But here's what happens. When a child is abducted due to some negligence of the parent, the authorities feel like they neglect charge on top of it seems excessive and makes the police look really bad.
I just told him, told him, because I asked your desk, my desk, like, there was a table here, there was never, it was only this table, there was never any extra desk. Oh, I had, or no, I don't even think you remember that, I just had a little desk that I brought into yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. But, so any sisters waiting on her, maybe we can do tomorrow or something. Because I paid a lot of cash so we can do things and shit. Wait, but oh yeah, so you're gonna be filming at that probably. So definitely tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, I've been meaning to, bro, but, you know. And I don't know how to, yeah, I don't know. Wait one second. Wait, so are you mostly living at Angie's place now versus the one in Yeah, I'm paying rent to her sister right now in Boca. Do you share a room with Angie or you have your own? Yeah, with Angie. I just reorganized it yesterday, so it looks better. Nice. You sure you got it? You need help, bro? Wait, bro, you need help? I'm almost done, bro. Don't worry. Alright, but come back. I want to talk to you. Okay. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
I'll end this.
Just trying not to get kicked from this fucking online lobby.
Your days are numbered.
I'll just take this. I'll be taking that.
Alright.
Wait, last thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rocket's gonna play this thing.
Are you setting it up at the Swinton or the
Yeah, Swinton, they got rented from a Mexican family for like really cheap. So I can't really go back there.
That's not good. They got increased. If they were sold to Mexican families for really expensive.
No, they have the long.
You gonna hit it? Huh? You gonna hit it? You have anything?
No,
I have some if you want. You have. Yeah. And it's ABV, so it's like how do I think?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna
Honbutsu Hisatsu! Sekia! Kuretsuha! Yeah! Mets!
What would you like to do? Come back anytime.
Seiya!
Alright, but yeah, bro, well, depending on what you're doing tonight or whatever, just regardless, if you have any, like, if you're doing energy or your own piece and stuff, and you feel like you're, what's it called, you have to, capitulate or whatever, because you feel like, she's obviously going crazy to stay, you could totally stay kind of for a day or two. Because, like, I could totally imagine if I was in your situation or whatever, it's kind of hard, because maybe, like, well, I don't want to, like, put this idea in your head or whatever, like, it's going well with that or whatever. Well, let's say you feel like, okay, she's not like, she'll never do you whatever, because you think or whatever, you can't, because then you could be like, okay, I want to see you for a day or 2 days or whatever, and you can say, okay, you do that. Yeah, so definitely. I know it's that you don't have, like, if it's not an issue.
No, bro, I was already presenting up from time before that. That's why I called the other day, because I was like, I wanted to bring up there because of the thing. Yeah. But I told him.
What was the situation? What happened to adults?
No, he was just like.
So does this guy dead?
They don't know. So.
Yeah, I would say it's not like that part isn't as whatever, but it's going back to like their other boyfriend.
Yeah, that's what I was like, that's fucked up. But she's like, I had to stay, I was panicked, I felt guilty, and I was like,
and obviously it's your guys' relationship, but she's alright. I think she does keep coming. We did seem very, very. I don't think I've ever seen her like that showing up.
Yeah, I know.
She definitely seemed like you got the message across. So
yeah, it's like I didn't want to feel bad because then I like.
Yeah, you do have to, because otherwise then there's going to be something crazy and then you're going to snap, and then it's not good.
Yeah, and then my dad was just telling me about it, he was like, oh, okay, you need to like, pay me rent and then go back to paying or whatever, but I wouldn't want that, but it seems
Yeah, but it's like sometimes, it's just like kind of that, like, because otherwise.
It's kind of like what you were saying.
Yeah, exactly. Because I just know from that dynamic or whatever, like sometimes, just like affect the relationship with some people and they feel like they have a little power or whatever. But that's one part.
But yeah, well, let's do something tomorrow then.
If there's a magic thing that's called, bro, would you be able to possibly? Yeah.
No, bro, because I'm doing the favorite things still tomorrow. To like 4 and then I'm free.
Okay.
Yeah. And in a way, like Angie wants to back for insurance before I take the car out. But, there's a lot of crazy shit happening. They're doing this.
Yeah.
So.
Bro, I really hope with the mechanic thing, that's wild, bro. It's gonna be, I'm not sure how much it's gonna cost, but anywhere from hopefully.
Just slow, right?
Yeah, just the thing or whatever. He called me, like I fell asleep early yesterday, and we were trying to finish me through it, I just crashed or whatever. And then, what's it called? He told me, I guess it was something else different from what I thought, I didn't describe it properly or whatever. He basically, I think something you said, something about like the thing with the mechanic of the gears not working here fully. And then he called me today, he's like, okay, we can replace. Yesterday, he was like, we'll do it for 500 or whatever, and I saw it, this was like 180, but that's kind of ridiculous, like, oh my dad, like, I felt so bad, I was like, that's like, waste $500 of my dad's money for fucking window or whatever. What's it called? But then he called me today, or I called him back, and I was like, okay, yeah, Mr. Call, and then he's like, oh, it's a different, it was a fully thing, I think you just tried. And he's like, it's 187, I only charge you for the labor. But I don't know if he's like, if he's trying to, he's gonna add that on top, so it's gonna be like fucking $600 or $700, or he's just like I don't know. But yeah, it wasn't Bill. I ended up going to someplace else.
Okay.
But I think I should use Bill next time because I read some reviews on this thing, and some of them were good, but a lot of them were like, this guy's ripping me off or whatever.
Yeah,
He was kinda
that
like me.
whole is in there for a while.
Yeah, and because I knew the prices of the part initially or whatever, and I called them back or whatever. And like I knew the part was like $180 or something, so I was like $300 for the labor or whatever. I was like, yeah, and then he was like getting on like, I was like, fuck, I don't know, like,
Yeah. Just, I mean, at least you spoke out like that.
Yeah.
He knows he's not gonna do it.
Yeah, and so I'm so scared to look, bro. I had like this group thing in like a science class, like I passed this one class I needed to, otherwise they're gonna ask me to kick me out of the room or whatever. So I threw this fucking stupid shirt. I got like an audio value with small professional or whatever. And then what's it called? Oh, did I tell you I've seen Alexander a couple more times? That shit's so funny. I was gonna be scared, and I'm just like.
So you passed the class for this one?
The one I needed to, the other one, like low key, I felt I didn't like submit my essay, and I also there's like a group project that was 25% of our grade, and everyone waited how long to do anything or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep. That shit was the last night, and on the side started doing it then. And then I guess they submitted it like they thought I was awake or whatever. But like I should have said my sleep stuff shit was off. I fell asleep. But yeah, I'm just fucking terrified to look. Like I think I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna be like, oh god, I feel bad too. Yeah, no, and it's fucked because like this class, like literally whenever there's maybe one or two people, there's like this one girl and then maybe another kid that like knew more shit about me, like when the guy like asked a question about the class. Like me, I just suck at like someone like writing essays or doing like this shit that like they want you to do. If I was given a test and they asked me, what is an independent variable? What's a dependent variable? What's like that opposite of this case study or whatever? Like literally in math, like what?
Science or math?
Science.
Science.
So like some writing and shit, but basically like it just sucks. They have to kind of go like however they grade it. Like for example, like actual knowledge of the materials, like some kids were like good, like they didn't know anything, but they were just like follow like I don't know. Like you have to inform like whoever the professor.
It like detaches you from what you're really need to learn. It sucks, but sometimes it's like we need you to get that paper.
You heard about ChatGPT probably?
Yeah,
I used to have one of my things that I think the guy knew or whatever. He was like, bro, dude, this guy knew your fuck.
Damn. But yeah, bro, if you want to have like a study thing, let me know.
I appreciate that, bro.
I'm good at school, bro. Like, I like the topic, like I'm good. Like I graduated 2 years earlier from.
No, I know, bro. I mean, you have a good ass work ethic, bro. Anything that's like I want to be, bro. Cause I have like ideas and shit, bro, and like whatever. I think we're kind of the opposite though. I think not that you're simple-minded, but like you don't think about like crazy, like abstract. That you're kind of more like what's here and now, which is good or whatever.
Now, yeah, before I used to be
crazy
more
abstract. Yeah, I'm just like I think about like shit way in the future. Like what's the point of life? Like what is it building up to? And I just fucking like terrible. Like I think of all the shit I read, bro.
Yeah, well, it's strange. Even like tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like I bought a wine bottle today.
You want some shit, bro? I really don't even like you can have someone or something with these. I really appreciate some banter or it just takes a little. You can take it. I'll take it. Okay. Yeah.
Alright, man. Thank you. I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
You're saying that shit.
I'm not just saying that, bro. I'm not doing anything else other than just work.
Okay, so if I don't find anything better to do, let's just do fucking trip somewhere in James or something.
Alright, bro. Thanks for taking care of the speakers, bro. Really.
No, bro, it's my bro. Don't be, bro. You handle like you let me use something, bro. It's my fucking bad. I feel bad, bro, because I was like dealing with some shit and falling asleep, bro, and not responding to it. So I'm like,
you're good. I'm just trying to make sure you were okay, bro. Because I know how it is.
Yeah,
when you're around looking for the medicine,
yeah, no, bro, and this fucking new medicine, like, I don't know if you've ever tried Ritalin or whatever, it's like not similar, but like, Adderall does not give me anxiety, this gives me like, hella anxiety, yeah, which is not fucking stuff, really good.
Alright, bro, I'll text you tomorrow.
Alright. Yeah, like, that's like, I appreciate you, it's like, one of my, like, meeting you, I think it's like soon, it's been a year since that we met.
Probably, bro, you know, I haven't seen anybody, like, talk to anybody since, like, a while, since last time I saw you, basically.
Yeah.
Because I've been kind of just, like, picking my shit out, because with Javi, like, I feel like sometimes I would be, like, taking advantage of him, because he had no money.
some people like definitely do, bro, you guys are like acting like, bro, I don't think like you're thinking
sometimes it's like too much. Like you want to do your own thing and then kind of like go back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but what did you do? Like said anything or any of the
No, he never would say that, but like if we were going to like if we were going to a club or something, he would like pay for the Uber and then I would have to pay back later or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you do it most of the time, are you saying you wouldn't pay back?
No, I did, but not at the moment, you know.
No, I'm not paying them, bro. Not paying them alone. I would say, because there's definitely some other fuckers that, like, you probably just like nice who is not you.
Yeah.
As opposed to his friends to you, maybe someone paying back for it.
Yeah.
I would say as long as you like make some effort to like paying back for it, or you guys
No,
like,
yeah.
it is a really, yeah. So
Like I was trying to drink bullshit too, but it was mostly like the ride.
And the fact that he hasn't even said anything, bro, like, bro, you like.
But he deserves better. That's what I meant. So I was like, in YouTube, like, I heard him, but like I was like, let me just take a step back and then like kind of like go in above a little bit, so I can like afford these things.
Yeah.
Like, but he's just, I guess, it's still like, yeah. So like, I'm gonna try to catch up with him soon.
Yeah, and like if you would say some shit, that would be helpful. Whole other thing or whatever. So,
Yeah.
You guys have the type of relations, bro. I think like you would. Yeah.
Alright.
I think that's maybe for you.
Thank you guys, by the way.
Yeah. And since tell her I'm sorry that I saw her about it last time. Alright, see you, bro. And bro, what's good with you and your cell service? Is it like your phone's good, you can communicate, or?
I don't have service, but I have everything. And I'll have it on tomorrow.
Okay. Alright. Oh, can you, okay, later. Hey, what's up? You want to talk? You got a sec, or are you busy?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I just wanted to talk to you. I just wanted to vent to you, if that's okay, because you're my good friend. I don't know. Okay, fuck me. Okay. Sorry, my bad.
What's going on?
Are you okay? You don't sound too.
No, I'm really good. I'm just
Okay.
to look at you because you sent like a video of me when I was like manic and on drugs to Ava. Like,
How recent? That must have been. Recently?
no,
That must have been months and months and months ago.
Video of me on FaceTime when I didn't even know. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. And I didn't. You know, I would not like. I don't do this shit. I would never like do that shit because I thought it would like hurt you or whatever. I know. No.
It was really embarrassing. Like the horrible video, and I like, looked like I'm about to die.
First of all, Ava does not. First of all, like if anyone like you think gives a fuck about that, like Ava probably like loves that shit. First of all, I don't even know what video you're talking about, but I'm just saying just in general. Ava's like not like the video and be like, oh, I can't fuck with that person, you know.
Well, what's going on with you? Like, you sound super hyper.
Yeah, well, basically, I was trying to get Adderall for the longest time for school, but because of these fucking TikTok kids, and like all these people saying, oh, they think they have ADHD, Adderall prescriptions have gone through the roof, and basically because of goddamn TikTok, there's like a nationwide Adderall shortage, or whatever, so they had to my doctor switched me over to Ritalin or whatever, my fucking shrink, and she, but like, it gives me way more. Adderall doesn't really give me any anxiety if at all. Like, it makes me almost feel like euphoric if I take a bunch. But this shit fucking gives me so much anxiety. And like, I don't know. I've like also like abandoned, like didn't really do my schoolwork, and I have like group project and shit, and it's the end of my class. And I haven't even checked my shit yet, and like my professor commented on stuff. And like I haven't even done it yet because I was anxious. So I was like maybe wondering if you could be on the phone with me or some shit, just for like moral support. I'm such a fucking bitch. And I've like.
Do you want me to be on the phone while you do your homework?
What?
You want me to be on the phone while you do your homework?
No, no. Well, I checked like the comments about like my lack of doing homework. Basically, my most likely, I just get a notification on my phone that says Professor Smith left a comment on your like submission, which I didn't submit, or the group's project, which I didn't partake in at all, and I feel guilty as fuck for.
Okay, just go for it. I'm sorry. I feel bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay. And like you're like again, you're nice for like letting me do this.
So good. I rearranged my room and it looks super cute. And then I just rearranged my makeup drawer and I bought new makeup and I have.
Can I see? You don't have to show me. It's not a big deal. But if you would like.
I'll send it to you in a bit. I'm getting ready because my friend's coming over.
How long is that till? Or when's that?
5:30, but I'm just getting ready like a little earlier because I have like time.
Wait, your time is don't tell me. I always fucking forget if it's 3 or 2 hours behind. I think it's 3.
I don't know what time it is.
Yeah, well, for me it's 7:31, and I think the difference is you're 3 hours earlier. I think it's either 2 or 3. So is it 3? No. 4:30. Is it 4:30? 4:31?
Probably. I'm not near my phone.
But do you know the time difference if it's 2 or 3 hours?
Probably 3 hours.
Yeah, I think it's 3 hours as well. Yeah. And are you still like interested? Okay. Should I just do this shit? And then also, are you interested at all in coming to visiting me? Because I'm either gonna need to extend my lease here, but like it ends like March 14th or some shit. So I either need to extend my lease or I need to like move somewhere else. But I kind of wanted you to feel like this place regardless if I move. Because it's like pretty nice.
I'll see, but I don't know if I have like big funds or like I need to get a job and stuff.
All you would need to like that's what like you don't need to like the big thing is again like when I travel when you let me stay at your place whatever it's like the huge ass expense is the fucking is like lodging. That's like the big.
Yeah, we haven't even talked for so long, dude.
I mean we talk sporadically and stuff or whatever, but also like yeah. But I feel like I don't know. You're definitely a really like. I don't know. Do you value our friendship? I do. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like.
Probably see if I can visit you. I don't know.
I'm like a fucking Drake ass person. I'm like a soft I'm a softie.
You're a what?
I'm like a softie. Or I'm just like very effeminate with my feelings. Like I'm in touch with them. I don't know. I'm neurotic.
Even like these guys that think they're all hard, like literally are like. Very emotional deep down, so you're not that different.
Well, some of them, but and I do try to like obviously like act or put on like a demeanor of like.
It's good to hear yourself and stuff when you're not. It's good to hear yourself and stuff.
Well, I'm only myself around people like I trust and stuff, but like I'm not like this at school at all or whatever.
Check your thing.
Check it. I'm trying to avoid it. Okay. Yeah, and no, well, like I mean maybe a little bit, but like the terms, like the class is over all of a sudden, like. When you apply yourself, bitch, you're smart. I feel like you're at least. I don't know. To be honest, I don't want to cap like. You could be hella smart. I don't know that like IQ wise or whatever, but you're definitely very emotional. I mean, at least like sympathetically intelligent and very like thoughtful. What? Okay. Oh my god, I wonder if you're just gonna say like, oh god, you put shit all over this. No, I know, it's just, I so, but I trust all this stuff with me. Okay, principles, wait, scientific inquiry, okay, there it is. Okay, grades, okay. I need a submission before the end of the term. You didn't. Wait, what? The fuck? Oh, I need to influence submission. Okay, you said that at 2:18. Okay, that's not me. Okay, Andreas, your group informed me that you did not contribute to reports in any way. I have to give you zero as a result. You are unlikely to pass the course anyway. You should submit much of the work. And fuck, what am I? What? No, one of the classes that like I needed to, that I would have been like asked. Well, one of them I passed. One of them I got fucking out. Okay, whatever. But okay, and that kind of sucks because it was a 3-person group. But what they did was it kind of stinks. What? Well, no, one of them was my good friend, but the thing I didn't like about it is they all did it last second. Basically, it was due Friday night, and I was up all night on Ritalin, like, the night before, so I fell asleep, like, basically at, like, 6 o'clock on Friday, and, like, all sucked in. So, like, yeah. And I mean, again, that's why, and, like, I don't know, that's why, like, I really value our friendship. You're probably, like, I don't know, I have this other group of friends, like, this Reed and Carissa, the people who I went to, like, Charleston and shit with, and, like, I travel with a bunch, but, like, they're, like, the only, like, real good friends out of the state, and then even in the state, I feel like I only have, like, this kid holiday or whatever, and, you know, so... Yeah. I guess so, yeah. I want to see if it's even worth... Do you think I should fight it? I want to even see if it's worth fighting. Do you even think I should try fighting? Or just take that? No, one of the I took 2 classes. One of them was essential. Yeah, I failed. What? Scientific literacy. Yeah. And that group project was worth 25% of our grade. And they literally didn't do shit on it until the last, like, second. I mean, I'm not better. I mean, I should have said shit. And, like... I literally want to screen show you, I want to screen share the fucking group chat of the project. See if you see it's ridiculous. Alright, you see my screen? Okay. Wait. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think this is when I fell asleep. Okay, so this is yesterday at 9:17. Yeah, and I fell asleep, I think, right after, I got it. And I was supposed to do the... I don't know if that's it. Okay, well, okay. You gotta go. Fuck, and if I would have I literally fell asleep right after this. Right after 9:17, literally, if I just would have done the one fucking all they said is, can you finish the last paragraph for the future research? Oh my fucking god. I'm such a... I mean, like, yeah, like, it's definitely my fault or whatever for falling asleep, and... Yeah, you gotta go though, right? No, it's fine, like... Okay. It's probably not even worth fighting. Let's see. If I want to ask them, now it's gonna be awkward as fuck. I'm not this girl Michelle. Kind of just randomly. I'm not associated with her at all. But this kid Jacob, like I knew from last semester. He's like one of the 3 guys I consider. Yeah, and I'm also on speakerphone. Wait, hold on. I want to ask my my car started breaking down, bro. I swear my luck's like, all of a sudden, because my dad, well, first of all, I totaled the Ford Fusion my dad gave me. I told you about that, right? I was like in October. It was his, but he was letting me use it, yeah. No, that's the one I have now. Yeah. Wait, tell me more about yourself, whatever mental, because I feel, or how you've been feeling better, because that makes me feel better.
That's like good, pretty good. I mean, I like went to a bunch of consignment stores and I started upgrading my house more. It's nice, but like
Consignment stores?
It's okay if you're like box buying stuff. I don't mind.
No, but genuinely, it is a pressure breath there hearing like the last couple times. So, no, it is.
I can't hear you. I thought it was gonna be a bitch.
Okay. Alright. Let me do it from my computer. Let me call you back. Can I call you back?
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me now? Okay, so, yeah, what I wanted to say was, and first of all, like, it's, like, don't feel bad for saying you can't hear me or whatever, or don't think you're a fucking bitch, like, if you can't hear me, obviously nothing's gonna fucking work, but, it's been like a fresh breath of air hearing you talk as the last, like, couple times. You've been sounding way more positive. Yeah, and that's really refreshing to hear. I'm really glad of that. What? What do you mean? Oh yeah, that's something. Yeah, I saw him right before his huge like fiasco. Yeah. What's it called? Also, did you hear Blade's new track with Skrillex? Oh, that's but she definitely hangs around some like sketch people, and you know yourself the best. And yeah, because the thing is about her, she's like, for better or worse, she's at this point of like let's say some like situation like maybe with autism or something, where she can literally talk to anyone about anything. You can just like, hey, talk to this girl, or talk to this random homeless guy in New York or something. That like actually looks like a little bit intimidating, and she'll just be like, okay. Like she just does not like there's like a pro and a con, but she just does not get any like social value or pressure. So you can think she's like mad fucked up at a club or whatever, or like some people would be like, oh, I mean like for me to enjoy this, atmosphere at the club or at the, wherever at the gathering, I need to like have a few drinks or something. But she can be dead sober. She'd be like, okay. Yeah. And yeah, and especially like I think since you do have that, and I don't think you're gonna be missing much, honestly. And it's not like you're never gonna see her again, type shit. Yeah. And like you know yourself the best, and honestly now you're starting to do well. Like why jeopardize? It would be one thing if like you didn't really have like a bit of a turnaround, and this could potentially like jeopardize the whole thing. So it's like you have to do like risk cost benefit analysis. Okay, so. Yeah, so first of all, so you don't even need to, you know, like, it's not like me, where maybe I could justify, you know, or talk to my parents, whoever, justify, you know, traveling all the way over there. For birthdays, this is a big thing, but you don't need, like, since you guys live, like, relatively close to each other, you don't need some, like, huge, you know, thing like a birthday party or whatever. Yeah, and you're not gonna know anyone except your friends, whatever. Yeah, no, yeah. No, she's really, again, if anything, she's too social or too, like, whatever. Like, I mean, it's like an amazing ability to have, and I wish I had, like, you know, some degree of, like, how she's not gonna fucking have to keep it, like, whatever, but, it's definitely a double-edged sword in that regard. So, yeah, I would definitely, like, especially since you're right now on, like, the precipice of you just, you know, are starting to have a bunch of good shit happen, like, why? The best, like, the way you're risking is potentially losing all that, like, momentum you gained or whatever, and putting that all down the hill, for the absolute best case scenario is, oh, you have, like, a temporary, like, fun, like, one night that, like, okay, ooh, you know, we did some, like, crazy, like, you're not gonna do anything you haven't done before, like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna, like, you're probably just gonna talk to your friend the whole time, or whatever, maybe feel like Ava's probably has to, you know, bounce around everyone, you know what I'm saying? And then you're just gonna feel kind of maybe a little lonely with your friends, and like, oh, fuck, it's shy, maybe let's keep going along here or something. So it's like, yeah, and then you're gonna feel pressure to make your friends have a good time knowing you, because, you know, you're perceptive of other people, and you have to care about them. Yeah, I cursed TikTok, man. I commented on a bunch of different, like, basically these influencers who have, like, X amount of million followers on TikTok, seemingly just they make videos all fucking day long about, like, oh, if you think you have, like, if you get distracted or whatever, occasionally you might have ADHD, talk to your doctor about like, and all this shit, and I'm like, fuck you, you're the reason why. Like, oh god. I'm like, you die in a fucking hellfire, you're the reason why I can't have my meds. Yeah, I know, I've said worse stuff. Yeah. Yeah, no, it just... I have both right now. I didn't even know there was instant release Ritalin. I took it, I think that was the first ever ADHD med I took when I was younger, was Ritalin. And I didn't really have a problem with it at the time, but I didn't really have a problem with anxiety either. And then I've been doing Adderall for a while, because again, I don't know why, but it's a different substance or whatever. It's slightly different chemical, and it just doesn't it gives me, you know, either doesn't give me really any anxiety, or if I, you know, usually gives me euphoria. So Ritalin definitely, yeah. It's like, when I drink caffeine, I get freaking bad anxiety and feel wired, and it's definitely in the same vein as that. Well, Vyvanse, I took Vyvanse as well. Vyvanse is the same drug as Adderall. Adderall and Vyvanse are the same. Well, probably a little different, but they're the same, like, whatever, like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm just, like, also, like, going through a little bit, like, an existential thing, and I kind of feel like, because I've done, like, the ketamine trials and stuff, like, back when I was, like, really depressed back home, you know, when I would get, like, I'll get, like, the bad seasonal depression. But I kind of feel like now, I don't know, doing it medically would kind of, like, stop the cloud, or just, like, help me with, like, my existential depression. But you know what I mean by that when I mean, like, existential depression or stuff? It's kind of, like, less about, I don't know, it's, like, more, like, I find trouble with motivation, so it's, like, why am I here, like, what's the end plan, or, like, I don't know, it's like, because I feel like I can't work like a fucking, especially schools reinforcing this, with their binary ass like grading systems, or like the very like, because I feel like with that science class, I knew probably like either the second or the third most as any person in the class, but just since I'm not like as stringent or have as much like self-discipline to go home every night and fucking do like an essay or some shit, which like I suck at like verbally typing shit out because it's my thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. But basically, that being said, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm either gonna do, like, I told my parents this too, and a lot of people, like, with my therapist, I feel like I'm either gonna do, like, very well or crash and burn. Like, I don't feel like I can, like, settle for, like, a middle, like, flight ticket, fence road kind of thing, or, like, being in the cog of a machine, you know? Or, like, working for some, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm either gonna, like, have a great time or like become like fucking like Paul Bernardo. I'm joking. No, I wouldn't like kill people, but like I don't know, I would just do something like crazy, like bad, like before like I don't know, I commit suicide or something. I'm like fuck the world, I'm done with you. Everyone's gonna know my name. But that's like it's a while before I snap. What? Yeah, no, I don't know. Probably something like more intricate or whatever, and not like just. No, but I don't know, that's just if like I snap. I don't know, I kind of just have that as like a backup plan. I'm like, okay, I'll try to like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even think about that shit. I don't know. See, that's why I need someone like you to talk to me. No, I'm not, I have way too much fucking sympathy. Like honestly, like I wish I had like less to some, like, cause I let people, I mean I've gotten better over the years, but definitely early on, I was like, I would just let people like walk the fuck all over me without really saying anything. That's good. What? No, spit it out, please. Just what? Yeah. Yeah, like we have a very unique, yeah, due to the circumstances, we have a very unique, dynamic relationship. First of all, she's not my girl, stop, like, and I think she just left, and I always attract, I don't know, I attract like-minded people, but like, I don't know, her I can never, like, I don't even know if I can say this, Okay, so like the guy psyche is like, you have to understand, I don't know, maybe it's not with all guys, but with most guys, have you heard of like the Sigmund Freud, the whore-Madonna complex? The Madonna whore complex? Okay, so basically it's like, it's some like psychological shit, and I feel like most guys, like, if not all guys, they kind of prescribe to it, because they categorize girls as one of two categories. They're either a whore, or like a Madonna, or like whatever, and then that goes into basically layman's talk. Like guys view girls as like either two things, potentially being a good like one night stand or whatever, or like a, you know, kind of temporary fix kind of thing or whatever, and that would be like reserved for like the woman you more see as like whores or whatever. Like, and then there's the Madonna complex, which is people like women like you might not even find them as physically attractive, but you find them more like wife marriage material. Like you kind of care, like the long. Why do you say that? Maybe, yeah. Like, if you have a better, you're like, what? No, shut the fuck up. I wanted to even not mention that part because I knew you were gonna latch on to that. I had a feeling, but that's just like, Because honestly, there's a thing where it goes with like, with especially with a girl I don't know, with like a level of like a girl can be very cute and pleasant to look at, but when she gets like a certain point, she just looks intimidating. I feel like you can't even like fully like open up to her type of shit. You know what I'm saying? There's like a happy medium or whatever. And what? Okay, yeah, like yeah. Yeah, okay. The long story short, so basically, this person, like Marina, like yeah, like I think whatever, like in the short term, like I kind of view her as like a whore or whatever. I don't really trust her like all too much or whatever. I don't think she really cares about like she's not like you're just like you're very like I don't know. This is so like overused like a waifu like material or whatever. Or, like you could like. No, this is like I'm using like way far off terms or whatever. You're more like you actually have like more of a brain. You're not just like a pair of tits. You know what I'm saying? You're not just like ass and tits, which is again I feel like guys mostly. Okay, yeah, you are. That's all. You're just a fucking ass and tits. You have nothing else to offer. You don't have a soul. Okay. All right, yeah, you're just a whore. I was wrong to actually put you in the other category. Fucking whore bag. All right, I'm so fuck me, right? I'm trying to be fucking. Do you understand what I'm saying though, or I'm just gonna stop it? Hopefully you do kind of partly understand. Cause like you just seem to have like principles and shit. What? What? So say that again. To the beginning. No. You know. Yeah. I think. Yeah, yeah, just some girls that just like feel like they have nothing between the heads or whatever. They just use like their tits and whatever and brain like tits and ass to get through life. And it's like seemingly pretty apparent after like a couple conversations. And then like a lot of these people, they have just no guiding principles, like no like strong ethics. And I feel like you definitely have a lot of shit. You're like okay, like me ethics, as long as you're not on any crazy drugs or whatever. Which you're not doing anymore, like you go, okay, that's not, I have like ethics or like, character, like ingrained in me that like would prevent me, from being a total whore. Okay. Wait, can you show me anything right now? Okay, I haven't even fucking seen your face since your fake nose job. I'm not even I'm partially convinced that it didn't even happen. Wait, where's that, the woman with the black shit coming out of her eye at? Where's that from? You made that, right? Or no, yeah, did you order that when I was there or something? Or you got it? You got it, yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't use it, but, yeah. I don't use Depop, and I never have, but there's nothing shameful, especially for a girl. Yeah, I don't know why you said that it's shameful. And so, should it be shameful? Maybe. Do Depop area? Okay, let me see your face. No, I'm just curious, wear a hat or some shit, like me. Okay. Alright. So, should I...
hub. These are the available quests. May the spirits protect you.
Be careful.
See ya!
You
I'll
won't be
put this
needing
to
this.
good personal. I'll put this to good use. I'll put this to good use. Let's see what you have. I'm out of here. Nothing personal. Let's see what you have. I'll put this to good use. Nothing personal.
See ya! Yeah!
This is for my fellow. Take this.
Well done.
Wow, I'm impressed. This is what I want. this to good use. Nothing personal.
Don't mind me.
Let's move. Have a taste of this.
Banbutsu Hissatsu! Sekia! Kuretsuha! Yeah! Mets!
How can I help you? Here's the quest list. Until next time.
So I think they shouldn't because they both.
What's the master picture at work?
Already paid the price in the worst way possible. So that's why we would never charge them. But so I think it probably still if the child, if they're they still have the child neglected and done when they probably don't live and they can't prove it. They may not prove that they were, but you know what I mean? But you know, also in the mind of the person, they don't know what the best result is going to be. So when you go into a panic, you don't sit there and necessarily say, well, I think what will happen is the police will think that they can't prove that she died while we were out. Because, you know, if we say we came home and she was alive, and they can't pin down the time of death, I don't think they're going to charge us with negligent homicide type of thing. We think they're going to say we can't prove it, so we're going to just say it was just an accident. But you know, when you're in a foreign country, here again, you're in a foreign country, you don't know if they're going to put your butt in prison. You don't know if they're going to take your other kids away. You don't know if your whole career is ruined. You don't know all this stuff. So in a panic, because you don't know, you may roll the dice on whatever emergency decision you make. It may be a good one, it may be a bad one, but so it's really hard to get in the heads of people when you just found your kid dead, what is your response to that? And what would you do if you thought you were somehow responsible for it and you might go to prison and lose your other kids? I don't know, because I thankfully haven't been in that position, so I don't know. So go on from there. So the one theory would be that why did they do that?
I'm going somewhere with this coherent, trust me.
I'm ready for it. Yeah.
The thing is, you don't know what you're going to be charged with. They couldn't prove that they were there and that she was alive when they came back.
Correct.
But conversely, they would not be able to prove that the girl was dead when they came back.
That is true.
So who knows what they would have just said? They couldn't prove.
We don't know which way they would go, though. That's
but this thing about moving a body, the possibility of being caught, having to move it again, and if they got caught there, it would look 100 times worse.
Exactly that. I mean, that is an extraordinarily common thing that happens. I mean, now I think I might know where you're going with the concept of why they would do more than just call. So go ahead with that, because I think I know where you're going with it.
Well, okay, so three things. Let me let you think about that. Maybe, there's some more motivation here to cover this up today that I'm seeing. One is, and this is the one we can most easily discount, and I don't know because I'm not married, and I don't have the type of money I can fly off to Portugal to have a vacation. But one of the things that started me down this road, and it's the one that can be most easily discounted, was a photograph of the table. And the table, I think, showed a watch and a camera and a few other things. So she said, and but my immediate thought was, well, where's the second camera? They had enough money. They're married. I don't know. I'm not married. Married couples each have a camera. the camera isn't there, was my immediate thought. Now, you know, that's thrown out the window. And the other thought that I had was, you give enormous credit. I just can't imagine his body if someone can love me. I'm not going to go over that because they don't have that easy out, relatively easy out of being able to say, well, she was alive when we came back, positional asphyxiation, la-di-da-di-da. Okay, there's two more things. The other thing is, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Sorry, but duty
They went back, of course, this is far after the crime. I remember reading that they removed the tiles.
I shall
they actually
put this
found
to
some
good
blood
use.
underneath the tiles. That there was blood in back of the couch.
Okay, now, you know, I know I'm
Sorry,
an expert
but
on
duty
this,
calls.
but it's been 2 years.
Okay.
And I have no, you know, I don't remember. The cadaver left us both in the pond. There was evidence that there was blood behind the couch, and I don't know if there was. I can't remember if anybody in the chat room can remember this, because I am blank. Whether I ever found any actual blood, or was that something that would have been cleaned up?
Must remain sharp.
We did try to. I heard that they smell of bleach. They had tried to clean up one of these. I heard that. And I do remember that. Okay. And I do remember something about removing the tiles and evidence of it being blood. And my immediate thought was, and forgive me if I'm wrong on that point, that's what I do remember hearing that, although I could have read it in a source, like you pointed out to me before, was not the best source. So, if there's enough blood, now, as a child, I have pain in my head to this day. I'm 68 years old. I banged my head really badly 3 times. And on none of those occasions was there blood. I mean, just because she fell behind the couch, and I do remember that there's blood, evidence of blood, a little bit of flecks on the walls. Blood. She's...
Well, the dog was in the closet and that area behind the sofa. But we're talking about blood issues, so go ahead.
Okay, so there's... I remember reading that there was evidence that she bled, that there was blood in her. But you're not going to bleed. You just fall on your head. So that's another thing that made me think, oh, what did you do with it? You have copious blood behind the couch.
I don't know that it was copious.
Oh, okay. Enough blood that it got under the tiles.
I'm pulling out that now. Okay, let me see if I can, as I say, after blanking on this, let's see if I see anything right away. I'm not looking now. What am I now?
You're in danger!
Okay.
This one's gonna shoot yourself!
Let's see, okay. What's blood? Traces of blood have been found in the holiday. Now, this is coming from The Guardian, which is, of course, a useless rag anyway. The traces of blood have been found in the holiday apartment. Let's see. The blood was discovered on the holiday apartment by British stripper dogs of bodies. Okay, that's not telling us a lot there. Smell blood. Smell blood alert. Nice. McCann's voice insisted there were innocent traces found behind the sofa. I'm not coming up with anything or anything. I don't remember that. I do not remember that. I mostly know that the dog hit on that. Because the interesting part about the generality
Sorry, but duty calls.
Correct, right? Is you're right. I would think it would be odd that a small little, a kid is bouncy little thing. The chances of the kid falling in and having copious amounts of blood, I don't remember what it's called. The positional asphyxiation, yes, that's very possible. Then the question would be, did the child slip and hit herself enough for the most minor amount? Because the dog's hitting on anything, it could be 3 drops. It could be that minor. I don't see any evidence of anything tons of stuff there at all.
Well, I said copious because I had read it was underneath the tiles, so my theory was it got into the tiles as opposed to just in the ground. See what I mean?
I just don't know that I ever got that information. Let's see what Lee says. My point is it had to be blood or some protein there for Joyce to signal. Yes, there had to be, but the question is what I was trying to point out is that how much are we talking about? And then the question comes down to, okay, so this gets really tricky. So I agree with you that generally speaking, you would not think that a small child is tumbling onto it. It is, you know, she's going behind the sofa, so it's not like she's falling and going whack, you know, like completely whacking either. Because if she's getting stuck behind the sofa, that means she's getting stuck behind the sofa. You know what I mean? So it has to be close to the wall in a situation where she's cracked.
I'm sorry. I hope it's a new phone. I'm not used to it.
No, it's okay. Are you ready? Hey, if the phone dies, you call back. That's fine. And the show goes down. And I'm like, So, but Molly, no, the dogs were not cadaver dogs. One dog was a cadaver dog. The other one didn't do blood. But, but the point being, if you can get a fictional positional asphyxiation, that would mean it's a very tight area that you get trapped in. If the area is extremely tight, it's unlikely that you fell and whacked yourself because you had a free fall. Because how would you have a free fall if it was positional asphyxiation, right?
Good point.
Yeah, so that would not be. Now, the possibility is, and I might have to look this up myself, what other thing could have caused blood? And there could be a bunch of possibilities. She could have scraped herself on something, caused a small amount of blood. A nosebleed could cause I don't know. I think the more concerning issue is the cadaver dog hitting behind herself. You know, in a sense, let's say the kids had played around, or even say adults were playing around. You know what I mean? It's possible that somebody put their finger in a drum, went behind the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Could have happened, and maybe before the McCanns got there. You know, somebody could have, held a wine glass and then they had something, some blood drop. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen on that sofa that cause a little blood to go behind the sofa. Theoretically. But the cadaver is a problem because there should be no dead people behind the sofa. You know, and nobody had died in that apartment. It wasn't like, last week one of the clients died, and was behind the sofa. And the oddity of being behind the sofa in itself is really strange. So that, I think the cadaver thing is much more concerning than the blood thing. Now, I agree. Yeah, now of course they're going to say the cadaver dog was wrong. If the dogs were completely wrong and there was nothing going on behind the sofa.
Excuse me.
Then you might say there's something else happened, right? Somewhere else it happened, or somebody else came and took her because she didn't die behind the sofa. There will be then no. But there were other places that cadaver dog hit. So there you go. So it's not the only place. It's in a car and other locations. So, but if you discount the cadaver dog completely, you could go with an abduction theory, except that McCann's behaviors still don't work. And I have more problems, I think, in the long run with the McCann's behaviors. But, okay, so now you're saying, so let's go back to that was 2. I thought those were really good. What's your third?
The third one is just so weird that I never was able to get over it. I believe Kate wrote a book, and in the book, she talks about discussions she would have with her husband. She said something that was so... How does a parent have these thoughts, let alone discuss them? She said that she talked with her husband, now I may have the words wrong, she was plagued by thoughts of, and I believe these were the words, correct me if I'm wrong, her beautiful little genitals being ravaged by some bad guy.
That is correct. She did
Parent,
write that in her book.
what parent is going to think that, let alone discuss it and put it in a book.
Well, I know this has been one of the things that has led to a sexual abuse theory on the whole case, because that people have that issue. They do about that, and there's a bunch of other things which I will not at this point entertain because I find them questionable in their sources. So I won't entertain the other concepts of supposed sexual abuse. However, she did write that. So you're correct. It is a bit of a strange thing to write. However,
don't forget
and I stick with evidence again, because there is no proof that we know of that there was any sexual abuse of Madeline McCann. We have no proof of that. That she wrote that, who knows? Maybe maybe she's thinking of every perfect part of her little daughter's body, and she is able to entertain that horrible thought. And that she put in a book is concerning, but I think Kate has a little bit of a problem understanding how other people view her. I think it's a level of narcissism, because she says things that she doesn't seem to understand that other people are going to go, that's weird, and it doesn't matter that, for example, the fact, when she was able to do makeup and jewelry and the genre, there's always a problem in the sense that that's a not normal behavior for a parent who has a missing child. But it is more common for a parent who already knows the child is gone. So she's not actually thinking about what's happening to the child. She also said she could sleep after a few nights. And I thought that was astounding. Because if your child is dead, yes, you might just go to sleep and strong. But if you think your child is out there and something's happening to them, I'm going to tell you, I probably wouldn't sleep for a couple of years, and even if I fell asleep for a few minutes, I'd wake back up again in a panic, thinking, oh my God, what's happening to her now? Because, I've woken up thinking about that with animals, you know what I mean? Oh my God, is my animal okay? And I jump out of bed and I go running because I thought I left the door open or whatever. And I jump up and check on something. If I could do that for a mouse, I would think if my daughter were missing, I'm like, and I'm thinking the whole time somebody has me, not in a nice way. I wouldn't be able to sleep. So that always struck me as extremely odd. So I thought she was dead. So not that she was grieving, but she was dead. So when she went to write this, did she write that from her heart, or did she write that as let me describe something that would sound like I was worried about her being raped? Did she do that for that reason? If I say that, then they'll think that I thought she was alive and thought something might be happening to her. Is it dramatic? Is it too dramatic? You see what I'm saying? And then she just didn't realize it was going to come off really badly, which it did. But I don't know. All I can say is that is not proof that the child was being sexually assaulted. But let's say I think I know where you're going with it. So go on with your theory as if this had importance. But we don't know if it does or doesn't. But if it had importance, and sometimes when you're doing theory, you might say this: if A is true, and B is true, and C is true, where does that lead us for an investigation? Because you can go look at that direction. It doesn't mean that necessarily that is correct, because it's a quirky murder, right? But if A, B, and C is true, then let me go see if D is true. Let me just check it out. So I want to see where you're going for D.
Well, you see, I look at these things that don't make sense. Her vivid description of her little daughter's genitals is beyond weird. There's blood behind the couch, and as a head monitor of many years, I never dropped any blood. I put all these things together, and I came up with what I call my 2 minutes in one theory.
Here's the quest
Just
list.
bear with me, Pat. I'd like to describe
Good luck.
it. Maybe it didn't happen. You're free to shoot it down, but let me describe what I think possibly had the chance of happening. Okay. So
If it
the
isn't
motivation to get rid of that body seems to me beyond original fixation. Something else happened.
Let's do this!
Okay, so they come back and they're going to be accused of child neglect in their own country. They can children in their occupation.
There's obvious evidence of sexual abuse, and this has been brought up by many. the belief is that if there was evidence of sexual abuse, this would be the massive motive for not allowing her body to be found in any way, shape, or form.
No, I don't think that there was sexual abuse.
Okay.
Let me tell you what I think.
I'm curious now where it's
okay. So you have this theory of an intruder, and then you have the theory of the parents, and to me they seem way over motivated for positional fixation. Well, I know nothing about this world. If there's anything worse, okay. So let's say an intruder comes in, and the intruder wants to steal something. He sees the two cameras and takes the camera. A little girl comes running out of the bedroom. Well, if there's anything he likes more than the camera, here's candy on a stick right before his very eyes. Like you yourself said, a certain number of these ne'er-do-wells are also going to be pedophiles. Great. So he takes off after the little girl. Well, I've been a little girl before. I've been in a situation not being chased, but being that size and remembering.
Let's move on.
I think of hiding, and I've seen videos and photos.
Put down some artillery!
So she goes and runs behind the couch. Well, the big guy pulls the couch apart and has his fun with her, kills her.
Listen up!
Does things that we can't talk about on YouTube.
Let's move
now
on.
He's in real trouble. Takes the camera loose. If there's
Put down
anything
some
worse
artillery!
than coming back from your dinner to find out that because of your neglect there's positional asphyxiation, it's coming back and finding out that because of your neglect, your daughter has been assaulted and murdered. Now you are in real trouble, and there is no way out. I
disagree.
Okay.
I disagree.
Okay.
First of all, there is zero evidence.
Let's move on.
We got to stick with that. There is absolutely no sign that an intruder ever got into that house, messed with anything in that house, and certainly if he had done all these things that attacked her, there will be evidence.
Listen up.
So, if you came back and found your child raped and murdered,
give it a spin.
You are not. The neglect thing, as I say, is going to fly right out the window. Nobody's going to care about that because all you're going to say is the kids were asleep in the house, and we keep checking, like you said. And we came back and we found this happened to our daughter. People would
show me your moves.
Okay, some people on the internet are going to say, "Well, you should have, you left her alone to get raped." Okay, but that doesn't matter. The police are not going to charge them. They're going to go after the killer, the rapist. They're going to get way more sympathy. They don't have to do any of this body moving stuff and all of that. No, I don't believe that's.
Listen up.
They would have had an excuse to call the police then. I really think so.
You can do it.
Okay. And there's no evidence of an intruder. And see, this is the problem. And
give it a try.
Therein lies. There are two major issues. When I give my
listen up.
The five big clues in the Madeleine McCann case.
Hold on tight.
I point these five big clues out, and I can't tell them off the top of my head.
Great.
But anyway, one is that it may not be these, but I'm going to throw them out. One is that I know for darn sure that flat was not unlocked. Jerry locked that flat. They were using keys to get in and out. They didn't leave the children in a situation where they could be attacked.
You can do it.
They locked. And only after they wanted to make it an abduction do I believe that then they said, oh no, we then used the sliding door. But he originally said the place was locked. Secondly, that there's no sign of an abduction whatsoever. Third, this sighting is a huge key.
Look at that.
And then I can't remember the other two right now. But when you take the big things, it eliminates the other things. But I'll tell you one thing it doesn't do. I can't go with your theory just because I say there's no evidence. That guy would have left a lot of evidence if he had done that. There would be much, and they would have called the police. I have no question. So the two more likely things, and I'll give people credit on the concept.
Another job well done.
If she had been sexually abused,
great find.
Okay, in any way, then yes, that would give them even more motive to move her body so that wasn't found out. But I just say there's no evidence of sexual abuse, so I'm not going to go there. One problem with armchair profiling, which I'm very much against in general. I'm not against to understand things and discuss how they work. But the problem with armchair profiling is that as a profiler and as an investigator, I might look into abuse.
Defend the gate!
Okay? But I'm not just going to say, oh, it had to be, she was abused, that's why they got rid of the body. And come up with something for my investigation that I haven't been able to prove. So armchair profilers have a tendency to come up with a theory and say that's what it is, when they're not going to be investigating this to prove it true or not true. They're just going to throw it out there, you know? So I don't know. I've never found any evidence of abuse in the case at all. From what I can see,
Well
they loved
done.
their kids. They took them on vacation. They had a fun time with them. They were neglectful.
Oh.
I think they're arrogant. I think they're
Sweet.
Jerry, I find highly controlling and possibly with a personality disorder. My wife, I find he controls Kate. So he, to me, is the one that I'm looking at because I think Jerry is kind of cold-blooded. I think that he came in and found either the neglected child had died due to giving her drugs and then having her fall behind the sofa and die. He may have made what he would consider a rational choice under those circumstances. In other words, if we call the police, we're in trouble. We may end up in a foreign prison. We may end up losing our children and our medical licenses in A, B, C, and D. But if she disappears, we will be the victims. And therefore, he made a decision because he thought he had to make a decision. Now, I can't prove that, but if I were doing an investigation, that would be due to his personality and the events what I might be looking at. It would help if we found her body, knew where it was, so there was proof of anything. But there was, I have to throw the abduction theory out just generally because, or anybody entering the apartment and doing anything to Madeline, because there is zero proof. And the things they did when they got in, the things Kate said about the window and all that stuff was baloney. And I went to Portugal and we proved it was baloney. I was there and we're at the window. Peter and I were at the window. We actually were at the window of the McCanns and we pulled up the blinds.
Show me your move.
And it was garbage. Nobody ever messed with that window except for them. So nobody got through the window, came back through the window. The house was locked down, so how did they get in? So there's just no evidence of an intruder. So and then their behaviors after that proved that they didn't seem to think their child had actually been abducted.
Listen up.
So there we got that problem. Now what exactly happened and why they made their choices, I honestly don't know. And we can't know because we're not mind readers. We weren't in the situation. So I don't know, but I like your point about how difficult the emotions are. Is it the fear you would have of trying to move a body and hide it, and I struggled with that, but I really did, especially the double move, because
my favorite cue.
Now what made?
Right.
All right.
I did struggle with that. I did. So, and I can't say I have a clear way of feeling comfortable, knowing what happened or why it happened. It would appear that the Smith sighting might document Jerry taking Madeline toward the beach, which would be where he would leave her and come back. There was the point that the McCanns went out by themselves toward that beach area and the Roca Negra, and that's where I went and I went up on the Roca Negra, and there's some areas on there where you can tend to the body and cover it very easily in the crevices. And it's also right there a parking space, so if you wanted to move the body, you can pull a car, take the body, and then put it in your car and drive off. But I don't.
Assume defensive position.
There's some scenarios, but I can't lean heavily on that. When people say, I know what happened to her, I'm like, I'm not absolutely on this show because we haven't found her. So what are we gonna do? Wait a minute. Lisa's saying, I'm so frustrated I can't talk. Wait a minute, let me look what Lisa's. We got a whole pile of things here. Okay. Just so we can see it. The husband-wife relationship was odd. Well, Annie's here. Hi, Annie. Where's Annie rolling? It's a perfect discussion. Let me go back. I got so many here now. I gotta go back and look. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is interesting. Lisa's got some interesting thoughts. Guys installing the carbon cave cut themselves. Yeah, that can happen in skeptical. Very unreliable theory. To me, blood being behind the stove is a non-issue. I think her scent is more reliable. I agree with that. Then,
listen up.
Says true. Session. Hey, honey. Hi. Let's see. Let's see, Lisa. She spoke as though she wanted to make sure what she was saying was approved by Jerry. That happens all the time.
Moves.
That it seems like he is controlling what is going out to the public.
Look at this.
Don't screw up. Just don't screw up. Yes, he does seem to be very controlling. Indeed, he did. And yes, the question about what Lana said about the unfortunate description of Madeline's heart. Yes, that is in her book. Okay, let's see what his motive is. Isn't it a motive that they used excessive sedatives to get the kids to sleep? It seems more likely than use. Okay, that is the theory that they may have over-medicated the children. And then if they came in and found one dead child and sedatives, then they would have tested the other kids right away and found that they sedated all the children when they went out. It doesn't make them look good. I think, I don't know in another country what they would have, and if they overdosed her, Madeline, or the medicine they gave her, and this is where I think it gets tricky. This is why I think they may have decided they couldn't call the police. If they gave her enough medicine that she went to look for them, and because she was disoriented, she fell and died. And they found that the medication was a contributing factor to her death. Then that's not only neglect. Now you've got possibly a manslaughter charge. Maybe it was unintentionally led to that, but you might end up with a manslaughter charge, and then that could really not end well.
Listen up.
Let's see what else other choices. Molly, I think it was all about them. They wanted to kid the dinner with friends. They wanted to self-preservation mode when everything crashed. I tend to agree that I think is the most likely thing that happened because they had a lot of other choices than leaving their children medicated and locked up, especially at that age. Oh my God, I can't imagine. And that we claim that the children were they were in the backyard. No, they weren't.
Attention, please.
They weren't. And they weren't even of an age where they could do anything. Like my granddaughter's age, I was right next door to her. She could run down the stairs into my house. Yes, a couple times I've done the show where she goes upstairs, but she's, first of all, age. She knows how to come down the stairs.
You can please some artillery again!
She also knows how to make a phone call when she has the phone. So, could something happen to a child when you're not in the room with them? Yes, they can hang themselves on the curtain. Kids have done that once in a while. They could theoretically fall and bleed out or something. Something horrible could happen, and I wouldn't know. She could fall down those stairs, break her neck, and lay there. And I wouldn't know because she was on the way to get me. Do things happen in your own home? And I can tell you a story of something happening to me when my son was little teeny baby walking around. And you know how they always say, don't leave a bucket of water around when you got little children?
Excellent.
Well, I didn't know there was a bucket because let's face it, I don't do scrubbing. That was my ex-husband. He was a scrubber, so he did the bathrooms and other things. Well, I didn't know he had scrubbed something, and he had a bucket, and there was about this much water in the bottom of the bucket. I didn't know he had taken it into the laundry room and left it on the floor. Meanwhile, my son was next to me by the sink. He was toddling around on his little feet. He toddled out of the room, and he went around the corner, and then I heard the sound. It was, I'm like, what is that sound? I walked around that corner, and he was doing a headstand in the bucket. And thank God he was able to push up because his nose was above that water level, and he was able to make sound. But can you imagine if he had gone around that corner and didn't, and the water level was an inch higher, he would have fallen in that bucket and drowned. And I wouldn't have probably noticed for 5 minutes or whatever that he was, he was right next to me. I would go around the corner and bang his feet out of the bucket and dead. That can happen that quickly, even if you're right there. However, that's called an accident, and it can happen to any child. However, what I wouldn't do is leave so I wouldn't, when my granddaughter was 3, I wouldn't have left her next door and then gone down to feed the animals in the field. And she's alone, 3 years old in the house. She can't get to me. She can't find me. She can't call. She can't do anything. And I'm in the field for 30 minutes. or 40 minutes feeding animals and leaving her completely alone. I would not think that was a wise idea. So maybe it is bedtime. So what am I going to do? Toast her up with a bunch of stuff and then put her in her, and then lock the door and run away for an hour? That's neglect. And so if they overdosed her, or the medicine, not even an overdose, but there was enough medicine in her system for them to think she was, a little groggy and out of it, and therefore caused her to fall, then there could be, I think that could be a contributing factor. So I think that is a major thing. Yes, and this could be very true. They could lose their medical license. And I don't know how all that would have worked, but, yes. Did she admit that she didn't? No, Kate did not admit to medicating kids. What happened was, I think it was called Calpol, and there's a big argument over this, but they did use Calpol.
They're coming.
It's like, I forgot what it is in the U.S. But anyway, what was interesting about this whole thing was that if Kate did not admit to medicating any children. However, somebody did say she'd done so in the past, okay? But we can just say, okay, let's say that was just gossip or somebody was mistaken. The thing she did was when they called for the police and everybody was there, she kept going into the children, the twins, and she kept putting her hand on them to see if they were breathing. Now, admittedly, you get paranoid about your children, but this isn't a baby. The twins were 2, I believe, right? They were 2 years old. We're not talking about infants. Make sure they're going like that. But she kept checking.
It's okay, we'll be fine.
Let's wreck shop!
We're in for a rough fight.
Let's shift gears, everyone!
more where that came from!
We're almost there!
Found the apex!
The Apex is acting up!
that gate!
They don't stand a chance.
This place is safe with me!
They must not get through! Protect that gate with your lives!
Somebody do something!
Let's head back to the village.
Manbutsu Hissatsu! Sekia! Kuretsuha! Mets!
How about this weather, Be careful out there.
Desolate wasteland. Perfect for light-hearted hunts.
from breathing because
At your guard down.
you were concerned that whatever happened to Madeline could have happened to the kids could stop breathing because they got too much of something. So I found that behavior very interesting. And Lisa says maybe she was medicated, woke up and looked for her parents outside the window and hung herself on the curtain cord. I don't know about I'm trying to think now, whether there was a curtain cord there, but that's possible. I mean, if there's a curtain cord behind the couch, maybe that was there and she got tangled up in it. That could happen. I can't remember what was in the room right now behind the couch. Clearly her body ended up behind the couch. Now, some people will say somebody stashed their body behind the couch, but that's just not your normal place to hide a body. So I don't believe that for a minute. I believe if she ended up behind the couch, it's because she fell behind the couch. So anyway, I think we've caught up with all the other comments. So that's where I stand, Lila. I think that there just is no evidence of an intruder. So I think that although if I were the police, I would still be looking just in case, just to do due diligence. I'd say you guys keep looking to see if there's anything here that we're missing. That for whatever reasons, that the cans are a bunch of whack jobs that do everything wrong. The behavior's completely crazy. The guy got massively lucky not leaving a shred of evidence. He entered the home and left with a child, or killed a child there. Just in case. It's an anomaly, and I attempt 5%, 1% chance. Let's at least put a guy on this to see what we can find out, see if there's anything there. But what's interesting is, once Amaral wasn't on the case anymore, and the UK got involved, essentially, and they got a agreement for Scotland Yard that said we are not looking at the parents. We're looking at an abduction only. That's when it all went out the window as someone's fishing here because you've got no evidence of an abduction and you've got far more evidence on the parents. So why does the investigative agency do that? Why not look at both? If you really want to be just fair, just look at both. So I find that really interesting. Did you have another theory in this case?
Oh no, that was it. I appreciate you shooting it down and showing me where I was. I was unaware that there was that much lack of any evidence of anyone being in the room and detonation.
Absolutely nothing.
I never thought that the guy took her with him if he did it. I always thought that's kind of scary, but that's what happened. It was just the impetus between him taking the body that made me think of this.
Yeah, no, I think the part I love about your thinking, which is why, by the way, I have no objection to if you're working on a case. I think it's excellent when people have more of a team effort, so that because you will see things from your background that are different from my background. Okay, we're all different people, so sometimes you just don't think of something. Another person. Your description of their state of mind and trying to move a body, I think, is excellent. I think that really makes me stop a little bit and think, why would they do that? Because you're correct. That is the most stressful time. The only way I think that I have to look at Jerry. That's the only way I think I can explain that is because Jerry is a very, very controlling and kind of cold-blooded guy. So, some people have the capability under, it's almost like a state of war. You know what I mean? And in that moment where everybody else is losing their minds, they can very calmly go do the things that need to be done, even under massive duress. He may be one of those. And when I look at my own family, for example, if you put my sisters in the room with me, when something's going wrong, they will both look at me to take care of whatever it is. Anything highly emotional, where I've got it, like when my father was dying and stuff like that, I was the one that dealt with people. They dealt with like discussions and stuff. If something serious had to happen, I ended up doing it. I ended up telling I was the one they asked to go home and tell my mother my father had died. And why did they pick me? Is it because I don't care? I have no feelings? No, it's because under extreme duress, I'm very good at staying calm. They're not. And so I am. And so that's just what I'm really good at that. I don't know why. And my daughter's very much like that too. She was she worked with the ambulance in the first part of her life. And I know that when something goes wrong, she can just kick in do things very methodically and very, you know how when an ambulance comes up, the people are so calming because they just know what they're doing, and they tell you, okay, we're going to do this, and you feel less fear because you feel like they can handle everything. My daughter's like that, and she became a cop, so you know I used to do ride-alongs with her, and man, it was amazing how good she was. And she took me because she knew I was also very calm under stressful conditions, so worse conditions. So Jerry may have had the capability of saying, "This has gone wrong. We're going to lose everything. Nobody is going to see me do this. Kate's still over there. I'm going to take her and sneak down because right behind the flat they're staying in, there's a dark lane. It's kind of, you know, like you go behind the building of where the deck goes, and then come out of the back of the house where the sliding doors are. You can sneak down there, and then at night it's quite empty on the roads. So, and it doesn't take long to get to the beach. Now he ran into the Smith family, which I'm sure would be really not a good thing to happen, you know. But then you just hope that he was not identified, and it just looked like another parent taking a child someplace. That would be the unfortunate thing, and then decide to move again, maybe, you know, for whatever reasons. But I think he has the ability. Kate, I do not think has the ability at all. I mean, I think she freaks out, you know, and so he's the one there that says stop it, and then he takes care of things. So that's what I think. Here, I want to point this out. Lisa says, I agree Lila had a great point about needing a strong motive for the complexity of what they probably did. Yeah, you know, that's the second thing, Lila. I just want to say that. First, I love the fact that you think, you know, that moving the body part is very, very, that's extremely stressful. Secondly, what is the strong motive? And I may think that the neglect and the possibility of them being, you know, the medication pushing that over to possible, you know, manslaughter or something else, and the loss of the children and the licenses might be enough for Jerry to make that choice. But maybe, Lila, maybe Lisa, we're right that maybe there has to be a little bit more that push them to that point. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. And that's why people have brought up sexual abuse. That would be unfortunate for that happened. But I don't know. And therefore, I haven't gone there because I don't have evidence of that. And a lot of people go down a whole bunch of rabbit holes on that one. Maybe, you know, bringing in whole sex, groups of sex. You know, they're swingers, and then everybody's playing with the children, and then she was killed 3 days before, and they carried around fake bodies, and I'm like, woo! People all believe that, you know. So I don't know if there's a stronger motive, but it's worth thinking about what that stronger motive could be, but we don't know what it is. So that's where we're kind of just. One of the things I try to do in profiling is that you have to know when to stop, essentially. There's a lot of cases. I was just talking about, some guy came on, he was doing the Panama case where the two girls went, you know, hiking in Panama, went missing, and 10 days later they were found dead. Well, there's people there who think that they were kidnapped and, you know, that they were raped and then their bodies were thrown places and all kinds of stuff. But the basic facts of that case don't support that. The basic facts support that they got lost, they got injured, they couldn't get back, and they died. And the evidence that they have with them, they still have their backpack, their phone, their money, and it just nothing made sense that they've been abducted and raped and killed. So I point that out in the video. But then here's what happens. Somebody always comes in and says, well, what about? And I'm like, you know, you can spend the rest of your life on the whatabouts, you know, because we're not investigating that case. And, you know, we don't actually know all the small details. So when somebody says, what about a bleached bone that was in this spot? I'm like, I don't know. And I'm not going to waste my time thinking about it because, first of all, I'm not solving the case. I'm not down there solving. I'm not working on it. They didn't pay me to fly into Panama.
Come to me if you need new gear.
But, you know, there's always these little things that we're never actually going to know.
Have a look.
And so I stay with the most major evidence just to understand the case. And then we have to leave it in the hands of the investigators. And unfortunately, this case has its bizarreness because of the interference of the government. It is one of the weirdest cases as far as why they didn't pursue why the UK got involved. And Scotland Yard spent, what was it now, I don't know what it is in pounds, but like 20 million of them, going nowhere, accomplishing nothing. And now we have looks like a fake suspect in Germany. What is the heck? What is all this political stuff? I don't know. But I also don't think it's because there's a massive child sex ring across Germany, Portugal, and UK, which all ends up, kidnapping Madeline and protecting Jerry. And, that just gets too wild for me. So I'm just sticking with what's very, very basic. Let me read this, Lisa. Is he a surgeon? Well, he's supposed to be, but then people said he wasn't, so I don't know. You need your surgeon to be calm under pressure and almost cold-blooded. It's an advantage in some situations. And that is true. My son, when he was 5, had a horrible bicycle accident, and he flew off a bicycle in a yard, and he hit a little teeny tree, and the tree stopped the bicycle, and he flew off, and he slammed his face into a sandbox, which had just been built like a day before. I'm a lucky kid. And it ripped open his face and smashed his eye socket and messed up his jaw. And the surgeon, he went into a coma, came back out. He was in the hospital, Children's Hospital. The surgeon comes in, and he's really excited about the surgery. And he had like zero bedside manner. He was excited, like, this is a fascinating case. And then he was telling me what he was going to do, but he was so into the surgery and all the technical things he was going to do. He was like excited. It's like, oh my God, you just give me what am I trying to think of? Crap. The little blocks you put together, Legos. He's like he got his new Lego set and it had 5,000 pieces. And I remember sitting there thinking, you're talking about my son like he's a project for you, like some kind of cool project. And I was really thought, oh my God, it's horrible. This is my little boy. And then I thought, do I want a guy who's super empathetic, or do I want a guy who really wants to build my son's face? So I went, I think I'll take the guy that wants to build my son's face, even if he doesn't have any feeling for the kid. And he did a great job building my son's face back. So that's correct, Lisa. Sometimes it is a personality thing, and so he may be able to handle certain things that other people can't handle. So, and now, Lila, you had 2 other cool subjects, which I wanted to get to.
Yes. I agree with you about surgeons. That was my experience. That I shattered my wrist, and they didn't have to open it up. They did this weird type of surgery where you hang the wrist and put the person to sleep, and he does it with an X-ray machine and pounces them all back. But the guy, that was exactly, I was talking with my friends who were there, and they said, well, he looks at you like a box of Legos, and he has to put it back together again.
Right. I mean, I think that is what they think, some of them, and I get it. And the other thing people don't understand is that, if you're doing surgeries day after day after day, what you do is you disconnect from the emotional part. Just like the police, you can't go to every crime scene and have a breakdown, an emotional breakdown, or you're in the wrong business. And I always joke about these criminal profilers like John Douglas. I got into the mind of the serial killer, and then I couldn't handle it anymore. I had a breakdown. I'm like, dude, you're either lying to sell a book, or you're in the wrong business, because I haven't had that breakdown yet, because I know how to understand that when I'm viewing the minds of serial killers. I just did a show. I'm doing a television show that's going to be out. I've done five episodes of the television show, and when I find out what it is in the U.S., I'll let you know. But I've done 5 different episodes on 5 different serial killers. And one of the serial killers I just did, I mean, when you read his stuff, you're like, oh man, you are a disgusting human being. And the things he did to the victims were not pleasant, But, I can read these things, I can talk about these things, and I'm not having a mental breakdown. I can also see the photos, because I've done that a lot, because I've learned to just, separate myself from my professional stuff to my personal stuff. And you better be able to do that in certain businesses, otherwise you might not want to do that in other circumstances where you need to have more empathy and emotion, and then you don't want some cold-blooded person talking to you like a teacher. Maybe should have a little bit more warmth. But that's the way surgery is. Let's see what Lisa says here. I've had a lot to do with surgeons recently for my own son. And last month, the surgeon came right to me after the op and showed me photos. He was so excited about his work.
Oh my God.
A bit yikes for me. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, I never got to see the photos of my son. But that might have upset me. I see what you're saying, because, the only time I felt like, when you're dealing with, I used to work in the hospital so much, and I see all kinds of, I've watched surgeries in person. I've seen them cut people open and stuff. I've done that. And the only thing that ever made me a little dizzy, oddly enough, was I had a sick iguana, and I had to pick up my iguana, and then I had to use it. I had to do some cleaning with this Q-tip in certain areas, and that made me actually queasy. And I'm like, I worked at the hospital for years. Why am I queasy doing this to my lizard? But there's something about it because it was my pet, and I was doing intrusive things to him. So, I don't know if I'd seen photos of my own son.
I have a special quest for you.
Surgery.
Be careful out there.
Because it was my son, not somebody else's son. So Lisa, you said a bit yikes. Yeah. But yeah, I can see the search. It's like, God, I'll show you this. Yeah. Thanks, guy. Lisa, did he at least ask you, do you want to see the pictures, or did you just throw them in your face because it was just it came right to me after. Oh, it came right to you. So I was just curious if you even asked if you wanted to see them before you just paraded them in front of you. That's fun. Oh my God. Okay, so Lisa, okay, the next one. You had two other subjects. Which one do you want to talk about?
I did want to tell you how right I think you are about Jerry being a narcissist, and I think that his wife is also one.
I think he might be a little over the narcissist level.
Didn't you say that narcissists always think that they're the smartest person in the room, that they're smarter than everyone else? And maybe that's why he thought he could get away with it, because he's so much more clever.
He is very manipulative. I don't think she's so much that. I think she's more like, she's concerned about herself. That she's got that level of wanting to come off well, wanting to be, taken care of in a certain way. I think she's got some of that, and she's also wants people to look at her well. But the things she says are so off that I think that she's got that level of narcissism which she doesn't see that people aren't seeing her the same way. But Jerry is definitely way over. He might be a little on. Can't say he does indeed think he can control everything. He's smart as hell. I'm going to make this happen. And they made so many mistakes. And this is one reason I tried to tell you. Whatever happened to Madeline didn't happen that way. Nothing happened before they were an entire plan. It was such a big mess on that night that it had to happen just then for it to be such a disaster. Otherwise, if they had time to plan, it would have. But I think everybody was freaked. They were freaked out at that point and trying to sort of cover up what actually happened. And so that's why the statements don't quite make sense, and why the statements change. And, just things aren't correct. I mean, and it isn't just that they were upset. Things don't. So
I keep wondering what he has on who in the government. They're going to put out all this money to protect him. It doesn't make any sense. The governments have changed and come and gone. Nobody's in power who was in power when this happened, except for Queen Elizabeth, and I don't think she had anything to do with it.
No, I mean, just think.
Well done.
I mean, it's been the royal.
Well done.
Lisa has to head out.
Well done.
Gotta go now. Bye, Lisa. Thanks, Lila, for great points and great responses. All right. See you all next time. And also, Molly says that you're going to one of the things I noticed is that people were saying the reason he got away with for 50 years was because the royals were involved. And I'm like, the royals were not involved in anything he did. The fact was he was very, very famous, very popular person in the media. And so when the royals came in contact with him, they only saw that little piece of media. They were like, hanging out together, They just saw that little, outside the question. And they also, when the royals they see things, they get excited. It was getting massive amount of money for the organization, massive
Satsuhisatsu! Sikia! Kuretsuha! Yeah! Max!
These bitches. I think that's ridiculous. I think sometimes what happens with things that people don't get is that politics and humans, they sort of like, they sort of roll, you know what I mean? So this happens, and then this happens, and this happens, and this happens. It's not like it was all planned, but things just happen. That's
How are you today?
So when it
Funny Dongo are a taste of heaven.
So
Here's
what
the
are you doing
quest
with our
list.
citizens? They came in, and then all kinds of egos got involved. Then there was the media making money off of it. So everything had a part in all of this,
I'll be
but
here
not
if you need
necessarily a coordinated part where they were trying to protect him. So I don't
got some
believe
great
that at all.
bargains.
I don't know why it all went the way it did.
Anything catch your fancy?
But you know, I've seen other cases where people think, like for example, Steve Brooks, and I'm like, no, there was some police incompetence
Come again.
cover up. Yeah, then that happens.
It's a good day for
somebody's
a
running
hunt.
for office, and so
Have a
suddenly they solve a case, you know. But it's not.
Good luck.
You know, a lot of times it's because it's this big, huge machine. Not that there can't be.
A biting
Usually it's
cold.
not as huge a machine as people think. It's just some unethical characters within certain areas that then get a hold of things and do what they feel will work for them, and so get some. But then, no, it gets blown out. That's one of the reasons I have an objection to Richard Holland, who does all the videos. Am I correct? Because I keep blanking his name. Richard, yeah, he's done like the whole set of videos on like that. And the first video he did was very, very good, and then he went down the rabbit holes. He has like massive amount of people he claims are all linked together in this huge conspiracy. It's just like, you know. No, but you know, it entertains people, gets them, you know, excited, and you know, when you start linking things together for people, it makes for a great story, which is usually should stay in the fictional realm, you know, where if you watch a fictional movie and you know probably that was it was an exciting movie. I object when it's done with real cases where, you know, rabbit holes are done. It just gets insane. So, yeah.
I think we just have to go back to our
Yes, exactly. That's generally speaking, brilliant as they try to do things that want to just get lucky. You know, they say something, how did a person get away with it? So one case I talked about, it's amazing how much the guy got away with because of sheer luck and incompetence. Both together, there was luck and incompetence, and he was able to have a killed women for 12 years. He was eventually convicted of 16. He may have killed 67 women. The top total. And he got caught on a traffic stop. Idiot drove drunk, and the death guy was on his passenger. That's how I got caught. But up until then, I couldn't believe how competent everything was. I'm like, oh my God, are you not doing what you should do? And each agency was talking to the others, and then they got together like, you know, they got together a task force. They didn't have to go to anthropology. They got psychologists or idiots. And, you know, it's like, and so a lot of times that's what it is. Especially when you have cases that are very difficult to solve. I see big things like we don't know what Madeline's body is. That's a fact. Certainly isn't in the German Jewish basement. They took that up. Wherever it is, if they could only find her body, Summer Wells, only they could find Summer Wells' body, it would make a difference. So, if you don't have that, then you have all kinds of theories, but you have no evidence. So what are you going to do? Somebody cracks and speaks, or you come up with a body, and the body has evidence to connect it. If it hasn't been lying around for so long in such a place that you can't figure out what happened. So, yeah, and it happens a lot with your children.
Banbutsu Hisatsu Seikia Kuretsuha Mets.
This time we have Monster Hunter Rise, which is a game that came out a while ago, and it's getting an expansion pretty soon here in June, I believe.
I'm having a sale. Oh, that's quite good. Happy hunting.
good pick. Roger. Hey! That's a good pick. Roger. Hey! Give it a nice name, okay? These are the buddies staying in the village right now. These are the buddies visiting the village at the moment. Good luck!
Reese is dead? He was one of the first Crimson Lancemen I recruited to the Raiders. Get that power core back, and while you're at it, kill some bandits for Reese. That's what he would have wanted.
Sometimes your echo device can't find the precise location of what you're looking for. Search the area marked by the big-ass green circle on your mini-map. Your objective is somewhere in that area.
That's the power core. Can't hold this to the sanctuary today, at least. I'll get back to the city. We'll meet up once I get back. Welcome to the Crimson Raiders.